We're about to find out. Okay, hi, how are you there? What's up, guys? Mairusu here, and welcome back to the FNIA X BATIM novel here on CloudNovel. We have a whole new route to get into today, something I've actually been waiting for quite some time, and now it's finally here. You guys all know what it's about. It's in the title, and it's in the dag thumbnail, so cut all the jibber jabber here. We're gonna get into the Bendy and the Ink Machine FNIA route. Absolutely wacky, I know, but I think it's gonna be absolutely crazy and funny times. So we're just gonna get into it here. Mark Reynolds / Henry Rose, the Bendy FNIA route. Alright, let's see what it's all about here. Let's go. It all started when you heard something like rain coming from the room next door. The cameras you were watching the building on were suddenly blacked from an unknown force. Something was going on and you needed to take a look. So we're some sort of security guard here, I see. Okay. For the first time in a long time, you were entering the building. Silly Vision Studios. 10 years ago, this studio crafted your childhood. The biggest show was no doubt Bendy the Singing Succubus. Okay, sure thing. She was a cute little succubus who could constantly loved to sing, dance, and mess with others. She was a demon, so what do you expect? She was originally made in the 20s, but was giving a reboot in the 80s. They're even giving her an anime reboot. You watched a bit, but it wasn't as good as you hoped. It was still good, just, you know, not as good. Alright. 10 years later, you got a job as a security guard for the building. So this guy was a fan 10 years ago, and now, funny enough, he's actually working here. That's kind of weird and kind of cool at the same time. You couldn't believe your eyes. It didn't look like much, but again, this was your childhood. You remember when you first walked in at 16 and saw her? Anyways, the place was now covered in this thick black ink, but you didn't care, but you still thought, why was ink there? Before you could question it, you fell into the hole. The hole was a decent size, so you weren't sure how you missed it, but you still fell several feet onto the floor, so you fell in that hole that Henry did or something. I see, because there was a little introduction that I actually kind of skipped, but it was basically reenacting the canon story of Bendy and the Ink Machine with Henry running away from Bendy, blah 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 blah, and then he fell through the hole. So it seems like the guy who's now working here did the same thing. Okay. The impact sent a shock through your legs, but luckily nothing was broken. You managed to walk a few feet before fainting from the pain. Suddenly someone was shaking you up. You okay, cutie? I hope so. That voice. It couldn't be. You managed to open your eyes to find, of course, Bendy Balls, the female Bendy Balls. Hi, how you doing there, my bae? You doing alright there? I swear that's how I greet every single new bae, guys. It really is. Hi there. What brings you here, stranger? Bendy? Oh, you're a fan of mine. I should have guessed by your looks. Ignore the fact that comment made no sense whatsoever. You focused on her. You wanted to say it wasn't Bendy, but the features fit the hourglass figure and she looked like she would. So, it really is you? How? Oh well, to make a long story short, an old friend activated the machine and it gave me this inky body. The problem is that I want to thank him, but I don't know where he is. Surely a nice, cute fan like you wouldn't mind helping me, would you? Oh, she's trying to persuade me, guys. For some reason, she knows that I was a fan those years ago, and now she's trying to tempt my ways. What are we gonna say, guys? Probably most likely yes. You were confused on why she was flirting with you like you were some brave hero, but you ignored it in favor of helping her. So yeah, we still helped her, guys. Of course! I'd love to help. How sweet. Come on now. We've got an, friend to find. She then let down, implying she wanted you to carry her. You picked her up like a damsel in distress and walked into an old room. What's this place? The recording studio. They used to record all of the swing you'd see in the cartoons, as well as the voices. I love this place. No offense, but it's a little bit creepy. Understandable, the age of this place dates from the 20s, so being in a creepy deserted building after so long, well, would be creepy. Yeah, hey, what's this tape on the shelf here? I wouldn't press that if I were you. Why? Well, it's just ignore it. She's weird. You reluctantly ignored it. That's when you noticed the can nearby. Hey, what's that can? That's bacon soup. Alright, the amazing Bendy Balls Bacon Soup. Alright, fan-flippin-tastic, guys. Our marketing team got a brand deal with the company who makes it. Is it good? I think so. You picked it up and started eating it? What the flip? That was some years ago, man! How could you do that, like 8 years ago or something? Probably quite out of date, to be honest. I meant it was good in taste. The suit's around 70 years. I was close. Yeah, probably gonna die now, guys. Game over already. And not from the usual FNIA antics, nope. Just general flawless food poisoning. Yep. Oh, someone's gonna hate me in a few hours. What an idiot, man. What a complete idiot. You walked into a hole filled of ink that could reach half up to your knee. As you waded through, you thought you saw a figure pass the door at the other end. Being a security guard, you needed to make sure that she was allowed to be there, you know. Part of my job, by the way. No matter the pay, I'll go up to him and say, nay, you ain't supposed to be here. Unless they got some sort of authenticity or something. I don't really know, guys. Hey, what are you doing here? Are you authorized? Just like I said, man. As soon as she caught up, she was gone. With her Bendy cut out where she would have been. Where did she go? And for that matter, where's Bendy? I'm right here, silly. You turn back to the couch to find Bendy there instead. How did you... Never mind. Let's just go. You carried her again through an open mechanical door, and then arrived at the entrance to the heart of the recording area. In front of the sign lay 3 bottles of separated ink. What's those ink puddles? They seem much larger than the others. That's weird. They should have gotten him... I mean, he should be there. Who? She seems kind of suspicious, guys. Not quite sure if I trust her right now. As you walked, you saw a poster of what looked to be a familiar character. Hey, quick question. Where's Betty and Alice? Oh, yeah. Them. To be honest, I'm not sure. When Betty turned into ink like me, she left somewhere. I don't know where Alice went, or even if she came to life. A bit ironic that you don't know where your best friends are. Don't blame me, I can't keep track on everybody. Anyway, let's go. You continue and follow her directions to a room with a single chair, 2 amps and a large door which made you think of Roman or bullfighter times. In the middle, in front of the chair, was the tall woman from earlier. She was wearing inky clothes and a Bendy mask. However, the mask didn't look like Bendy, the Bendy you were with. It had a rounder head of hair and no horns. You then noticed that the woman was made of ink. In the chair was a tied up, dark-haired male around 50 to 70. He looked young for his age, but something about him told you that. Okay, so we're seeing Henry here. Okie dokie then. So yeah, the time we actually get trapped and roped up in chapter 2, it's the time we're seeing right now. I see. Aha, they got him. Wait, that's Henry, not Joey. Dang it! What's going on? She then jumped out of your arms and ran off without saying anything. Not having much of a choice, you continued looking at the room beyond the door. You couldn't believe your ears. It was her! Huh? Where? Ah, looks like your ropes are nice and tight. Good. We wouldn't want our sheep to wander away now, would we? Sammy! Quiet, sheep. My goddess has placed a bounty on your head. If I give you to her, I receive my reward. I get my old body back. That face, you look familiar to me, but no matter what, I must give you to my goddess. So he's gonna sacrifice... She, in this case, I think, is gonna sacrifice Henry. Okay, are we gonna intervene here and help out? I don't know. You then get tapped on the shoulder. Bendy, you're... You turned to find another Bendy. When she spoke, her voice sounded grainy as though it was straight from a 20s cartoon. Oh, hi there. Another Bendy boss, I see. Getting slightly confusing, I must admit. But sure, it did say there was different iterations, you know, and the one we were with was the, was it the modern, or was it like the 80s version? I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know, but we got a new Bendy boss here. Oh, hi there, cutie. Haven't seen someone like you in a while. Oh, your skin. What about it? Nothing. You didn't think there was possibly 2 Bendys? As you looked at her, you noticed her head matched the woman's mask. How are there 2 Bendys? Huh? Oh, I get it. You've been talking to the mean old 80s version of me. Oh yeah, it was the 80s version. I did say that. Okay, I was right there. And the 20s version. Why did you say that the 80s you was mean? Well, she set up a bunch of traps for her creator to get caught so she could kill him. Let's just say mean, right? What? Bendy's trying to kill? Yeah, she's a little bit crazy. Are you sure? She seemed friendly. Sometimes crazy people are seemingly the nicest. Flip, my childhood is ruined. So we've been following around the Bendy that's trying to been planning a genocidal scheme. Isn't that lovely, guys? It sure is. Sorry to hear that. On the bright side, I'm here. Oh, well, thanks. So we're just ditching the other Bendy now and following this one around? Maybe, I guess. No problem. Say, we should get going. We need to save Henry. Right. You both see a familiar purple figure enter a nearby room. She follows the other Bendy. You wait for Sammy to go out of the room, nearly seeing you, and you go toward Henry. Huh? Who are you? Mark Reynolds, the security guard. You untie him. Thanks. Name's Henry Rose Sr. I'm the artist of the Bendy cartoons in the 80s. Seriously? Those are my childhood. Interesting. You hear a scream. What was that? It sounded like that ink girl. You mean Sammy Lawrence? She must be in trouble. I'm going to go check it out, but Sammy Lawrence is bad. Why are we going to go along and help her? I don't know at this point, guys. A lot of things are going on here. What? Don't. You disobeyed and entered the room where you heard the screams. Inside it appeared to be Sammy backed into a corner by Bendy? She looked disturbing with ink covering her already inky body. She looked insane. You couldn't even tell what Bendy it was. She was both purple and black. It almost looked like a fusion. They fused? Holy flip again. So much going on here. Absolutely wacky, man. This is absolutely wacky. My goddess, please. A voice that sounded like a grainy version of the 80s voice came out of the Bendy creature. You moron! You could have killed him yourself! You just led the security guard to him! But you said if I gave him to you, you would give me my body back! I said I'd only do that if you gave me Joey! You're supposed to go Henry by yourself! The fusion then notices you. His expression turns from happy anger to worry. His voice changes to a crystal clear 20s Bendy. Guard, help! The other Bendy trapped me here! I'm not myself anymore! Shut up over me. We won't kill you now, little ones, but we will soon. She gave you one last devilish smile before going into a crack in a nearby pipe. You turned to Sammy. Are you alright? My goddess. She almost killed me. You're pretty shook up. Want to come with us? Maybe we can help you stay alive, as long as you promise not to kill us anyway. Okay. Hey, who are you? Mark Reynolds. Sammy Lawrence, right? How did you? I met you when you were doing tours back in 89. Oh yeah, the tours. Seems like it was so long ago. So we're actually befriending Sammy Lawrence here. Okay, because initially in the canon, or so we think as of now, Sammy Lawrence died or something? And yeah, we were totally against Sammy Lawrence, because Sammy Lawrence tied us up. But no, we're just going to go along and befriend her and team up. Sure, why not? Anything could happen in the FNIA versions, guys. Sure thing. She gets up and walks towards you. By the way, thanks for coming when you did. If you didn't, I'd be a pile of ink on the floor. No problem. Just come on. He walks to the stadium room and finds Henry fighting a bunch of ink creatures. The searchers! Ladies, don't hurt him. They pause and turn into ink right before Henry could hit them. They then call to you and Sammy and wait for a new command. You befriended her? Yeah, long story short, I saved her from being attacked by some kind of fusion between the 80s and 20s Bendies. Well, keep an eye on her and the searchers. Will do. You walk into the hall in front of the area. Henry's chopping any boards in front of us. Are you guys following this, by the way? You arrive in an ink-filled room. Over there, I think that's the mechanic room. Maybe we can find a way to shut off the ink machine. The what? It's the cause of all this ink, as well as the reason this place went downhill so fast. Oh, Henry pulled out a picture and stared in curiosity. I wonder what the latest rendition of Bendy would like. I don't know, we could put her in the ink, she'd probably come to life. Nah, that's probably a bad... No, where the Bendy fusion came out the floor and grabbed Henry's arm. Henry attempted to grab the axe and swing at her, but all it did was hit her with a dull stick. It looked like the axe had broken without us realizing. In the struggle, he had dropped the Bendy picture. Just as it looked like the Bendy fusion had got us, another figure came out of the ink, so it actually did come to life. Who is this new member of the whole Bendy FNIA Balls gang? We're about to find out. Okay, hi, how are you there? That's actually my version, by the way. Hey, it's not nice to hurt people, and she's good. Hopefully. Please don't turn evil. I don't want that version to turn evil. Please be a good character. Please don't turn into an eviling demon succubus, whatever the balls you are, please. Oh, what are you gonna do? You're just a discount version of us. Well, I do have this. She pulls out a giant pitchfork. Whoa! Where did she? Now, if you hurt these people anymore, I will do something not so nice. The Fusion gets up and gives her a cocky smile. Like what? Like this? She then keeps slightly tapping the Fusion's head with her pitchfork. What are you? I'm annoying you. If I do this for long enough, you get annoyed and leave. She gives a cute smile. You're the stupid one in the show, aren't you? Hey, that's mean. We're demons, of course we're mean at times. Wait a minute, 80s Bendy wouldn't say that. Enough, I'm gonna kill all of you. Run! You fall around down the corridor and into a room. Just as the Fusion was about to catch you, Henry quickly closed the door and blocked it with a wooden board. Oh, that was close. Whew, I'm glad I have a strong heart, or else I would have died 6 times by now. He is like, what, 70? Yeah, kinda not surprised he hasn't died by a heart attack right now. So much has been going on, like I said. You guys following this right now? 3 versions of Bendy, 2 of which fused together. Like, holy heck, man. Suddenly a can of bacon soup rolled across the floor. Are we gonna see Boris right now, or Betty in this case? Most likely. Thanks, physics. I was feeling hungry. Anyone want some? They all agree before hearing footsteps. A familiar figure stepped out from the shadows. Of course, it's Boris the Wolf, aka in this, Betty. Alright. Hello? Betty? To be continued. Alright, guys, it ends there. It surely ends there, of course. Well, that was rather interesting. Like I said, kind of got hard to follow because at one point it was switching between characters. It was trying to switch between Henry and then the character we were. But that kind of confused me. But basically in the end, Henry got trapped by Sammy Lawrence, and that ended up getting Henry bounded, and you know, all the kind of chapter 2 stuff that happened in the actual canon of Bendy and the Machine. And then there we were actually eventually getting to where Henry was, and then we saved him and Bendy fused, and goodness sake, I don't even know, but it was wacky and funny at the same time, guys. So anyway, guys, if you want me to continue this route as it gets updated, definitely let me know in the comments section down below. I did find this kind of wacky and actually funny at the same time, and I did really enjoy it anyway. So yeah, tell me in the comments section down below. But for now, guys, definitely smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video. But most importantly, thank you for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.